Live from the studios at Brigham Young University, the award-winning 11 News at Noon starts now.
Baby, it's cold outside and the first winter storm is to blame.
Good Samaritan, how people are helping those new to Utah during the holiday season.
And Turkey Drive, these tasty birds will help hundreds in need this Thanksgiving. I'm Dania Rice.
And I'm Chrissy Lee Newberger. Welcome to 11 News at Noon. You're not alone if you felt the chill in the air this morning.
Some people hope the cold temperatures and snow means it's finally winter is on its way. Our weather reporter Chloe Johnson is outside weathering the wind. Chloe, what does it look like outside?
It is a little colder than we've been seeing lately, a lot windier today, but people are absolutely loving it. Anything we can do to get that snow in here for the start of the holiday season. I chatted with some kids earlier today on campus talking about their reactions, and we all agreed we are down, let it snow.
I love the snow. It's like the best thing ever.
I'm from Utah and I love skiing, and so I'm way excited. I hope there's a lot of snow this season.
Oh, I am pumped to go snowboarding.
But Park City is not open yet, neither is Sundance, so I just have to kind of wait out the weather. I'm at class, so obviously there's nothing better to do.
Oh my heart, Christmas. Oh my goodness, snow means Christmas, and I don't care that Thanksgiving is a week away. It's Christmas time. I'm ready.
Snow angels, snowball fights, snowboarding, hot chocolate.
Snowball fights. I have 7 brothers, so they will definitely be beat. I will have to put them in their place this season for sure.
In a snowball fight.
In a snowball fight.
You know, it's supposed to be warm on Friday and Saturday, so hopefully in the next couple weeks it snows again and it sticks and I can go up to the slopes.
It's already starting to melt a little bit, and we've got an even warmer weekend coming up. You can see there's a little bit of snow still here on campus behind me, the last remnants of our first winter storm, but hopefully we can get a little more in here to get a good kickoff to the ski season. That's what I'm waiting for.
Any snowstorms that we see in the forecast, Chloe?
Sadly not this week, but maybe as we go into Thanksgiving week we'll get something. We'll talk about that more in our weather in a bit.
Thanks, Chloe.
County election officials still have 46,000 votes left to count in Salt Lake City, even 1 week after the races have wrapped up. Lines ranged from long to really long, as some voters waited an hour or more to cast their ballot. But most of the uncounted votes come from people who put mail-in ballots in drop boxes at the voting centers. County election director says it's unfair to single out Salt Lake City, as other counties are still tallying as well. Senator Orrin Hatch has said that this would be his last term in office, but now he feels the pressure to run again. Hatch said he might be open to run for re-election in 2018 during a recent interview. He says a lot of people have been asking him to because he is the longest serving Republican in the Senate and chairman of the Finance Committee. This means he could play a major role in efforts by President-elect Donald Trump, like the Supreme Court nomination.
Ever heard of the saying, nothing good happens after midnight? Well, one Salt Lake man is learning the lesson the hard way. The man posted a classified ad and met the potential buyers downtown. He then was shot in the leg. Police received the call at 3:30 a.m. and searched the area for the 3 male suspects, who were being described as 2 Hispanics and 1 black man. Authorities say they were unable to find any leads.
Authorities hospitalized the former wife of actor Charlie Sheen for a mental evaluation after being pulled over south of Salt Lake City. The Utah Highway Patrol says they stopped Brooke Mueller after receiving a phone call from her mother asking them to check on her daughter's welfare. Mueller's children and nanny were in the car at the time, and officials will release them to family.
It was only about a month ago that Provo's West Side Bike Connector had its grand opening, and people say the $40 million investment seems to be paying off. Yesterday, the League of American Bicyclists named Provo a silver bicycle-friendly city. That makes P-Town one of the only 2 U.S. cities to move up from a bronze to a silver ranking this year. The award is related to Provo's growing bicycle community and the steps it's taken to be more biker-friendly. Imagine you're leaving your country, no food, no money, and you don't know where you're going. That's exactly what life looks like for refugees. 11 News reporter Jesse Montclair went to BYU's Phi Kappa Phi service night to see what they're doing to help those in need this holiday season.
Christmas is no fun when you know Santa isn't coming, so some Utah volunteer groups are doing everything they can to bring a happy holiday to refugees. These students are preparing hygiene kits, making wooden toy cars, and writing welcome letters. Kieran Blackford caught the service wave when he moved to Mexico and has been working closely with refugees ever since. He says no matter how small, each act has a bigger influence than we might think.
You'll see their bright smiles on the kids' eyes, their happy faces, and they're smiling all the time. It really impacts them powerfully to know that we have shelters, we have persons who are pouring out love towards them.
Blackford says the life of a refugee is high risk, but the hope of a better future is what drives them. So for these brave men and women, each hygiene kit, wooden car, and heartfelt letter is just another step in the right direction. The donations will go to refugees in Utah, Zimbabwe, and India. Christy Lee.
The holidays are almost here, and that means the giving spirit is in the air. 11 News reporter Kylie Bradley shows us how one Park City group is helping provide turkeys for thousands who can't afford one.
The shelves in stores are full of Thanksgiving goodies, but turkey prices are high, and not everyone has the luxury of buying that traditional bird for their family. So Deb Hartley and her friends from the Park City Board of Realtors dress up in their turkey best and spring into action.
It's very humbling to be able to do this for people because not everyone is as fortunate as we are.
Today marks the start of their 15th annual Park City Turkey Drive.
The first year we collected 75 turkeys.
More people in need are signing up to get them.
People know about them now. The word of mouth is out, so we'll probably have a line out the door.
So Deb and her friends will be working harder than ever.
There are 2,300 turkeys piled up in these boxes behind me. The goal is to get every single one of these birds to a family in need this Thanksgiving.
They will be collecting donations at the market at Park City to pay for the turkeys. Manager Rush Hotchkiss says he loves being a part of this effort.
Anything that we can do to give back to the community, we are happy to get involved.
Harder from the Christian Center will start getting the birds to the hands that need them, and 1,500 turkeys will go to the Utah Food Bank.
They're collecting donations at the market from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. today and tomorrow. But if you can't make it, they're accepting donations through PayPal. We will post a link under the story at 11news.byu.edu.
We're going to be eating turkey next week for Thanksgiving. So exciting.
I am so ready. I love Thanksgiving feasts. And the fact that other people can finally have the chance to have that same feast, that's a great community effort.
So what's your favorite thing to eat for Thanksgiving?
Oh, pie.
Pie?
Yeah.
I'm a stuffing girl. I love stuffing.
Oh, well, pretty soon you'll have plenty.
When 11 News at noon continues, Nature's thermostat, how this season's unusual heat wave is turning people off in one part of the country.
And gas explosion, one boom caused a blast so big it shook people up in the Midwest. Stay with us.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Before you throw it away,
Hey, I have an idea.
think outside the box.
Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
That sounds awful. Seriously, awful.
But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
The battle is on for fire officials as they extinguish major blazes in 6 states across the southeast, but the impact is beyond the reach of the flames. Wind is carrying hazardous smoke to cities miles away, filling the air and people's lungs. Reed Benyon reports.
Wildfires fueled by unusually dry conditions are causing health concerns for communities in the southeast. Upwards of 30 large fires scorching more than 80,000 acres in 6 states and filling skies across the region with a smoky haze. The blanket of smoke so widespread that it's visible from space, captured in satellite images from NASA. The health impact of poor air quality has been particularly severe in Tennessee, where it's landed more than 200 people in the hospital with breathing difficulties. Fire officials are carefully planning their battle against the flames, taking the abnormally dry conditions into consideration.
What we don't want to do is put the fire out and have 50 or 60 yards of fuel ready for reignition.
Efforts to extinguish the fires hampered by a continuing drought and the constant threat of high winds.
What we're going to be looking for is to have, again, the process in play, to have the line constructed, to continue the burnout operations and get it done before the wind hits.
Some residents close to the fires are refusing to evacuate.
This is our home. You know, this is our home. We just didn't want to leave.
Others bracing themselves for the full impact.
The thought of losing everything you own is never a fun thing.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
The National Park Service placed fire restrictions along the Appalachian National Scenic Trail on Wednesday, and many others are responding in hopes to prevent other fires from starting.
A gas explosion in Illinois caused a shockwave so big it blew away all of the glass windows. Some Texas protesters took to the Capitol building in a rally against the Dakota pipeline access. And 100 puppies in Missouri are looking for a new home. This is your look at news from across the nation. A gas leak in Illinois caused a deadly explosion that shook up hundreds of people in the area. Witnesses say the explosion shattered the windows of buildings within a 3-block radius. One business owner who lost her windows took to social media to ask for help cleaning up. Volunteers came and her windows were boarded up within hours. Texan activists walked from their Capitol building to the front of 2 banks accused of promoting the Dakota Access Pipeline. Protesters from the Sierra Club marched down the street after getting a permit from the Austin Police Department. Other groups with a history of violence tried to join in, but Sierra Club representatives calmed them down before things got out of hand. 100 puppies are now able to have a new home. The Animal Cruelty Task Force of the Missouri Humane Society traveled more than 1,000 miles to rescue the furry pups. They were stuck in an overcrowded facility in Texas. Now they will all get a vet exam and necessary treatments. The cute canines will be up for adoption starting next week. And that's your look at news from across the nation.
Well, Chloe, I was really happy about the snow, but I'm kind of depressed about the fact that I think there's not any more coming. Is there any chance that we're getting nice hot weather again?
I mean, thanks for bringing me inside, guys, because it's freezing out there. But no, we're not getting any snow in the next few days. But hold on, we might get some more coming up this week. We'll talk about that more when we get back.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent, thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the king, come banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you starts a guy go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name.
Well, the weather outside is frightful right now, but it was sure pleasant this morning to wake up to that snow. I was so excited. But right now we're looking at, look at this beautiful snow on the leaves. I love this shot. Not a little, I mean, it's not there anymore. It kind of melted, but we're hoping to get some of that back coming up in the next few days. Let's look at what's going on outside. Today, we're looking at, these are our surface temperatures all over. Looking at 34 here in Provo specifically, and 65 for our humidity, obviously, because we got lots of lovely snow, and 24-mile-per-hour winds. That is why you're feeling it so cold out there, because it is freezing and it's blowing that cold air through us. But it is going to turn down tomorrow. Let's take a look at what's going on all over the state. They're seeing definitely colder temperatures, a huge drop all through. 39 up here in Logan. Provo, we're seeing 37. And St. George even dropping down to 55 for them. Our overnights, though, are going to be clear, sadly. We're not looking at any more snow. I was hoping we'll get kind of like a snowball effect here and get a few snowstorms, but overnights we're looking at clear temperatures, but dropping pretty low. So 17 up in Logan, 19 here in Provo. If we could get maybe some precipitation up in the Park City area, we might get a little more snow, but I don't think we're seeing that tonight, just colder temperatures. And we're looking at a nice cold week, actually, coming up for us, but it's going to warm up a little bit. So, yeah, little warmer here, and then, yeah, moving down to 33 degrees by Saturday and 52 here on Monday. So, as I said, it is going to come up. The snow is going to start coming back up for us, but yeah, so we'll see if we can get hopefully another snowstorm as the Thanksgiving rolls through, but not too bad. And then looking at our entire surface conditions, this is kind of what's going on today. As I said, this kind of snowstorm came in through the north, and down here still looking at very warm temperatures, and that's going to push out as the jet stream moves out that way, and then we're going to see those warmer temperatures come in. So that is why we're not getting any more snow. I hope you enjoyed it this morning. That's all you get for a little bit, but who knows, Thanksgiving, you know, that could be, hopefully we'll be thankful for, you know,
oh my gosh, I love your earrings.
Yeah, I do. I am wearing snowflake earrings, if you can't tell. Put these on.
The snow made me so happy this morning. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season.
As a BYU fan, I'm hoping for no snow this weekend when
Why?
BYU takes on UMass at home at LaVell Edwards Stadium. And when 11 Sports comes back, the Clippers hosted the Grizzlies in what turned out to be an absolute nail-biter. And a local high school wrestling team is grappling for a great cause. Coming up next.
Can we get strawberries?
Okay.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Living in this crazy world, so caught up in the confusion, nothing is making sense for me and you. Maybe we can find a way. There's got to be solution. How to make a brighter day. What do we do? We've got to give a little love, have a little hope, make this world a little better. Make it a better world. Try a little more, harder than before.
Welcome to 11 Sports. Let's go ahead and begin with some NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies visited the mighty LA Clippers with only one loss on the season. Here in the fourth, Mike Conley gets the ball at the top of the key, and it seemed like every time the Clippers did something good, the Grizzlies had an answer. Later, J.J. Redick, a nice shimmy shake move here to get open. He nails the three to cut the Memphis lead to 2 points. And then tie game here again late in the fourth. And Chris Paul gets into the lane, hits that jumper, pretty shot. And then with time running out, here's Mike Conley. He'll penetrate and he'll find his teammate in the corner. Of course, it's the big man, Marc Gasol, who does a little Conor McGregor dance here. And he deserves it. They deserve it. They just knocked off the Clippers, now with 2 losses on the season. Final score here, Grizzlies 111, Clippers 107. Well, a local sports team is fighting for a different cause than they're used to. A child in Utah battling cancer is now free of tumors, but not medical bills. 11 News reporter Shannon Grondell tells us how the team may be able to help the family out.
Eli began his battle against cancer shortly after his birth. Mother Kate Chappell says he's been tough through it all.
And he's been through chemotherapy and 5 surgeries and all sorts of tests and lots of IVs. But he's come out on top. He's been stronger than the cancer.
While the family is excited for his recovery, they face many medical bills. But they don't have to do it alone. They have the help of teens who are used to grappling with challengers. Most people wrestle for glory, but here, they wrestle for charity. Provo High School wrestling team will be going and battling against cancer next Tuesday. These wrestlers are practicing their pins, half Nelsons, and takedowns to be ready to wrestle against cancer on Tuesday. The team is holding this event to raise money for Eli. Brian Priest is the coach and planner of this event and says that he does this in honor of his friend who lost the fight with cancer.
It's nice to kind of take a competitive sporting thing and do something for a good cause, and raise some money and have some awareness of people that might be in some need.
Chappell says they are grateful for the team's support. Eli himself comes from wrestling blood. His grandfather is George Chappell, former head wrestling coach at North Sevier High School, so who knows? Maybe he'll follow these students' footsteps and be a wrestler one day.
If you're interested in showing support for this event, you can find details in Shannon's story at 11news.byu.edu. Well, the BYU women's soccer team is in South Carolina this afternoon to take on the Oklahoma Sooners in the second round of the NCAA tournament. The Cougars won their first round game against UNLV 2-0, and now they face an Oklahoma Sooners team that's coming off their first ever NCAA tournament win. And the game today begins at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Now, if the Cougars get the W today, they'll play in the third round on Saturday against either Colorado or the 1 seed South Carolina. So, big game today for the Cougars.
I've noticed that our girls' soccer team is doing amazing this season.
Absolutely. Yeah, this could be a special season. They've won 2 games now, or 1 game in the tournament. This is their second game, and they're marching. So,
thanks, Freddie. Still to come on 11 News at noon, unconventional art. This janitor takes his craft to lower level and inspires his little fans. We'll be right back.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Getting kids excited to go to school can sometimes be a struggle, but this janitor is helping make learning fun. Ron Munsey, a custodian at an elementary school in Bedford, New Hampshire, takes the time to vacuum designs into the classroom carpets.
Started doing stripes and squares, and then when the Red Sox made the playoffs, I did a Red Sox insignia, and it just continued on.
Munsey's art is not only interesting and enjoyable, but educational too.
The White House, and we talked about where is the White House, and walked over the map to figure out where that was. And so every day is a new adventure for them.
The kids say the designs are cool and love this way of learning. They actually look forward to coming to school.
I come because they're cool designs, and I can't wait for what's on tomorrow.
That's talent there.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of fun.
Pretty impressive.
That's your 11 News at noon for November 17th.
For more information on our stories, check them out at 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Yeah.